washindwe kabisa. Alafu nasikia wanalalamika ati abduction. Hakuna inji inaongozwa na ujinga. Hakuna inji inaongozwa na ujinga. I wish wangenipea mimi nikuwe minister wa internal. Ningenyorosha watu wengi sana. I wish wangebadilisha ile kuchuma Murkomen nikuwe kuchuma Sudi. Ni hiyo watu wangekimbia.
A very good morning and welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual I'm going to be your host for today. Now before I go further or before I continue the discussion, let me just start by wishing you a happy new year wherever you are. And this is Havana Media. We are back on the business. And as usual, as I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. I'll not fail to appreciate those who have been giving me your support, because without your support, this channel cannot reach where it has reached. It cannot grow the way it has been growing. Now, we are starting a new year. It is my request that let us keep on pushing so that at the end of the day, we work on something new. But all in all, my viewers, happy new year. People like Jefferson Siringa, Billion, wherever you are, happy new year, happy new year, happy new year, happy new year. I hope you have got better plans for this year. You've set aside a lot of things that are going to do. It doesn't matter whether you'll achieve all of them, but even if you'll achieve very few, that will be very much okay. You just have to tell God, thank you for this, thank you for that. But in as much as maybe we are planning our years, and we are saying that this is going to be a year of expansion and an exceeding grace, there is something that we also have to understand, that the way government is dealing with us will not change. In as much as maybe we are planning our things the way we want them to go, but if the government will not change the way it's leading us, then I don't think if just maybe, but all the things that we do, we plan deals with the economy, and when the economy is bad, when the economy is biased, some of the things that we also plan are not going to work. Now, let me go back direct to our discussion. I want to say this, that there is something that William Ruto planned to do, and he made sure that he achieves it. In fact, William Ruto have made sure that he achieves what he was working on. I want us to take a look at what happened in Mount Kenya. I want us to start with that. I have two things to talk about. Number one, I want to talk about what William Ruto have achieved in Mount Kenya in 2024. And then I talk about something that Oscar Sudi is also talking about. Number one, in 2024, the greatest achievement that William Ruto has done in Mount Kenya region is to split the Mount Kenya into two. Now, talking about splitting Mount Kenya into two, this is how William Ruto strategized himself and made sure that he achieves it. During the time that Rigathi Gachagua was being impeached from office, William Ruto knew very well that by impeaching Rigathi Gachagua, all the people from Mount Kenya region are going to be against him. Why? Because he has taken one of them out of office. So he also wanted ways on how he can work, because he knew very well that we know very well that when the people of Mount Kenya vote together, when the people of Mount Kenya come together to vote, they are the largest, they are the highest voters, the highest people community, that when they decide to vote in one basket, then it's going to be a mess to maybe to the opposition or maybe to anybody that is vying against the person that they're supporting. So when William Ruto discovered this, he was trying to work on how can I make sure that now these people, these votes, don't go to one basket, all of them. At the end of the day, we come to realize that now William Ruto is coming now to bring in Maina and Njenga. And this thing has been a criteria that is normally being used. When I was doing some case studies, I realized that it was done by Moi during the time of Moi. Moi brought in the Mungiki leader, that is Maina and Njenga, into his bracket, and then Maina and Njenga, of course Maina and Njenga has got his people. He mobilized his men, and then they started working against the person that was opposing Moi. Now what is happening right now is that the same thing is happening with William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto is also mobilizing now. He has mobilized Maina and Njenga, and I want us to listen to this clip of Maina and Njenga. Maina and Njenga is saying that being that Uhuru Kenyatta being their leader, met with William Samoei Ruto. After meeting William Samoei Ruto, what they discussed is now happening, is seen after William Ruto has taken people like Mutahi Kagwe into his government. Now, it's like now he's feeling like now the people of Mount Kenya are in government. So therefore, Maina Njenga is telling his people that we have to support William Samoei Ruto. Why? Because if we don't support William Ruto yet, we are in government. There is no way we can see meat and then we ignore the meat, we leave the meat for other people to enjoy. We also have to enjoy by being in the government. I want us to listen to this before I come back so that we can continue with this discussion. Watch this.
Declaration irauga atiriri. Irauga atia? Guoko iguru guo ni mwihito turehita. We want to make the following declaration. We want to make the following Kabiroino declaration that we will support the president and his deputy to deliver on the election pledges made by Kenyans and the people of the Mount Kenya region. Nĩũrathikĩrĩria? Atĩ nĩtũgũ support kĩ? President okay? Na igana makona okay. President okay. Nigetha arute wira afanyie wananchi ka na pia viongozi warudi mashinani bila vizuizi yoyote. Number 2. Tumesumbuana na viongozi sana. Tunasema ya kwamba tutawapatia viongozi wote nafasi, tukianzia Mheshimiwa William Ruto, Kithure Kindiki, mawaziri wote, ma-MP wote, ma-MC wote wakuje mashinani watufanyie kazi. Wasipo tufanyia kazi, pesa zote za CDF watarudi nazo. Sasa nyinyi mnashinda mkiambiwa kwamba mtukane viongozi, mtukane wahubiri, mtukane nani, waweke kwa social media kila wakati, lakini hiyo ni upuzi mtu. Unanielewa? Maneno ya kushinda hapa mkipigana na viongozi haina maana hata kidogo. Haina maana hata kidogo. Nituraiguana? Hena bata wa kugiana na atongoria kweli? Hena bata? Ithe titurekeria atongoria marute wira, Makarina. Tuachilie viongozi wafanye na tunasema number 3. That we will engage the government on completion of projects and marked by Mount Kenya region, e.g. Mau Road. Makarina, wewe ni rafiki ya Kindiki, si ndio? Wewe ni rafiki ya Kindiki
sana, ndani sana.
Na wewe ni rafiki ya rais.
Na mimi ni rafiki wa rais.
Hauwezi kumtafuta?
Na mtafuta, nyoka yuko ndani. Nyoka yuko ndani.
Umtafute hii barabara ya Mau Road itengenezwe.
Kesho utakuwa unawaambia tumefanya 1 2 3 na imetimika.
Hii maneno ya kusumbuana na vijana hapa hawezi pigia kanja.
Hii mambo ya vijana imeisha. Na mjue mtoto wenu ni kanja, na nimeongea na yeye na amesema ako pamoja na nyinyi.
Number 4, that we will engage the government on reforms in tea, coffee subsector that one of our friends failed to deliver. The tiguo. Hithe hatire mundu waremirwo ni kubanga horo wa kahawa. Damashani. Riu tutikiarie na atongoria.
Now, I want to talk about now how William Ruto have managed to split these people. That is Maina Njenga. Maina Njenga has got his people. He's trying to convince his people that they are in the government. Why? Because William Ruto accepted to bring in people like Mutahi Kagwe into the government after meeting Uhuru Kenyatta. And he's going ahead by saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is their leader and they must follow what the leader says or where the leader goes. That is Maina Njenga with his group. I want us to take a look also at Williams Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua also has got his people. He has got people like if I'm not wrong, Senator Metu, people like this woman. I'm trying to forget her name. Very, very, very vocal and very vibrant. A very strong iron lady. I'm just forgetting with her name. Wamuchomba and other people are also with Rigathi Gachagua. So are you seeing Maina Njenga with other people, Rigathi Gachagua with other people? So the Mount Kenya region is split into two. By splitting Mount Kenya into two, it means that these people, there is a high possibility of these people not voting in the same ballot, not supporting one person, because they will look at the people that supports Maina Njenga will look at and say that, okay, we are in the government. Somehow we are in the government. Why can't we continue voting for? Why can't we continue giving William Ruto work sometime so that at least he can work for us? And then those who are supporting Rigathi Gachagua also will come and say that we've not been in the government because Rigathi Gachagua was sent out of the government and they brought in Kithure Kindiki, the person that we didn't want. So why should we support this government? So the votes will be split into two, and that is what is happening. If you look at what happens in Western. In Western, Mudavadi has got his supporters. Wetangula, his supporters. Natembea, his supporters. Somebody like Atwoli also has got his supporters. Peter Salasia, his supporters. So the people of Western cannot vote the same. They cannot speak the same language. Are you seeing? They cannot speak the same language, and that confusion is getting also into Nyanza region, whereby they don't know where they don't know where they belong. They don't know whether they're in the government. They don't know whether they're in the position. That is why you find that some people are saying that we cannot support the government because we are not the government. Some people are saying that being that Wandai and Mbadi were taken into the government, so we are in the government. So that confusion is almost everywhere. Are you seeing? That confusion is almost everywhere. Those who are in the government, those who are in the government. Some people are saying that we are not in the government. It is few people that are in the government. Those who are supporting the people that are in the government are saying that we are in the government. So that is the chaos that William Ruto wanted to cause. And that is the greatest achievement that William Ruto has done in 2024. I don't know what he's going to achieve in 2025 because he started by lying. And I'll talk about that in the next video after this. Why William Ruto decided to go and start a new year in Kisii. I'll talk about that in the next video. Another thing that I want to talk about is this. The second story is about Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi is daring Kenyans by saying that how I wish that I were the, in fact he's even saying it wrong way, that how I wish that I were the internal CS. Yeah, you know, it's quite embarrassing that such a leader can threaten Kenyans by saying that he will have dealt with the Kenyans properly. I want us to listen to Oscar Sudi and then I come back so that we can finish up.
Lakini watoto wa sahi, watoto wengi, vijana wetu, wasichana kwa vijana, wengi wanaandika mambo machafu sana. Wengi wanatuma vitu mbaya sana. Kila mtu kaishe mtoto wako na umuongeleshe. Hata kama atuelewani kwa mambo zingine, haitafika mahali unatuma picha ya rika ya mama yako ama mkubwa wa mama yako uchi. Hiyo mambo ni ngumu sana. Kila mtu aongeleshe mtoto wake. Inafika mahali mwingine anachora rais anamweka kwa jeneza. Shindwe kabisa. Alafu nasikia wanalalamika ati abduction. Hakuna inji inaongozwa na ujinga. Hakuna inji inaongozwa na ujinga. I wish wangenipea mimi nikuwe minister wa internal. Ningenyorosha watu wengi sana. I wish wangebadilisha ile kuchuma Murkomen nikuwe kuchuma Sudi. Ni hiyo watu wangekimbia. Hakuna inji inaongozwa na ujinga. Inji ni inji ya milioni ya 50. 50 million Kenyans. Watu wawili watatu amwezi haribu inji kwa sababu ya upusi fulani hapo. Ni kama ule mwingine anaitwa Gachagua. Alikuwa serikali. Anaamuka anakashifu intelligence. Anaamuka anakashifu na yeye mwenyewe ni mdosi namba 2. Bala itawa aseme kuna makosa hapa na pale. Sasa ndio ule tulifukuza yeye. Baada wako huko nje anajaribu kuongea. Wewe Mr. Gachagua ulishaenda nyumbani na hakuna pale wengine utaipata kiti. Forget it. Na usahau. Na uachane na Wakenya wafanye kazi. Unaamka kila siku ni kutamka matamshi chafu. Ni kama mtu anatapika. Lazima tukue watu wazima. Wacha turuke mwaka mpya ndio tutawaambia mambo mengine. Otherwise, asanteni sana. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki sana.
Now, let me wrap up by saying this. You know, these leaders, they think that now they are unstoppable. That they think that they are like gods, that they only need to be worshipped, that people need to worship them. But one thing they need to understand, that in as much as maybe they're planning these things, in as much as maybe they're doing these things their own way, the way they want it to happen, or maybe the way they feel like it needs to happen, there is going to come a time. There is going to come a time when all these things that they think are happening, or maybe they think that they've achieved, will come to an end. After all, guys, that is all I have for today. Let me also know what you think in the comment section. But just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, drop me a comment in the comment section, and tell me what you think and where you're watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface Maina. Happy New Year.